Hello, good morning to my lovely keen viewers. It's 1 week to the walk, well actually 6 days now. So today I'm going to do a little tester walk of the knee, see how it's going, and that'll probably decide how much painkillers I'm going to overdose next Saturday on. I'm also wanting to test out this thing here. Just got it the other day. You basically attach the GoPro to it, and I reckon if it's on there it'll probably just look like Doom or something, and you can like see all my hands going from side to side and excite and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna have a walk thingy, see how it goes. Not much, about 2 miles, just to see how it goes. I'm just gonna run down the local Dean here, and if I avoid getting stabbed, mugged and murdered, I mean he doesn't fall off. Job's a good one.
Huh, who's recording? It's good. Couldn't tell. Yeah, that's not good.
Well, that's that experiment field. It doesn't work. It's a bit wobbly, and if it's on that side it kind of just accidentally points over in the opposite direction, so we'll have to think of another use for that little clip. So that little clip thing don't work. For starters, it needs tightening. It's like a little nipple tassel. So yeah, that didn't work, but by the looks of it as well, when I was running, oh fuck sticks. Oh well. See if I can see the tiny screw that's just come off as well. Anybody see the tiny screw? No, didn't think so. Oh well. I either find a tiny screw or that was the quickest waste of a tenner outside of a betting shop. But on the upside, currently over the 100 yards or so that I've gone, left knee feels alright. Just gotta be careful not to go too crazy, but good thing about this Dean is it's very up and down, so tests it in all the right places. Missed parkrun yesterday because I was working, so I didn't get a chance to test it then, but it needs to be done. Oh, this one much steeper than it looks and all. Oh, I can't feel that in both of these, but not necessarily in a bad way. More like a out of practice ache. I haven't done any running for 2 weeks now, which means that any distance over 10 yards generally makes it feel like you've done a half marathon. What a beautiful bubbling brook. Decided to come slightly more adventurous route. As you can see, I fucking no bastards. Oh, any murderers or bodies? No, all good. Oh. So if we run, we jump, It's a good test of the knees as well, I reckon. I'm just a giant big child, really. Oh. slippy as fuck.
Oh, there's a footpath there.
Oh, I could do with some dock leaves actually. Stings. It stings. No gaping wound. Oh, knacks. Anyway, knees feeling alright, that's good. Oh, give it a ridge. Right. So, what I think I was going to talk about is the hassle I've had this week. Sorry, music's playing me here. One of the things I was going to talk about was the hassle I've had this week trying to get mandatory kit for the wall. Thought I had most of it. Looked at some of the small print, and some of the stuff on there is a bit silly. I'm sure it's all necessary, and a happy coincidence that they sell it all on their website, but it's just small things with a bit more irritating. It's like a triangular bandage, a sling, right? Something that you saw everywhere when you were a kid, yet somehow nowhere seems to sell them outside of Amazon. Couldn't find one anywhere. And some gauze, but it had to be 100ml by 100ml gauze. Again, not easy to get. I had to go on Amazon for that, so I had to buy a pack on Amazon, which I thought was a pack of 10. I thought, fine, that's bare. Turned out every individual pack in this pack of 10 comes with like 5 or 6 in them as well. So now I need one, and I've got about 60, and I can't just turn up there and say, who's randomly turned up without mandatory kit? Feel free to have these. But maybe I will. Just get rid of them. It's a very pretty place to run. It's one of them places where I used to work with a girl who lives near the area, and I asked her if she ever ran in this area. She said, well, no, because it's dark at night, which obviously it is, but so yeah, I lost my train of thought. But basically, it's the first time I thought about the difference between a lot of female runners and male runners, is that I never even thought that place is dark at night. What if I get attacked? I always just run places, but I couldn't imagine being a pain in the backside to have to think of all these additional things just to feel safe out running. But it's just the reality of the world, I suppose. Oh, these horrible slanty little steps. Oh, it's just like a hill, but with an irritating tiny step. It's just be a bit shitty. But yeah, and I noticed I think that's why they made the change to Strava as well. We know you can stop the front, start your run and the end of your run, the map visibility. I believe partially at least that was used because people didn't want people knowing where they started, especially if it was like a regular run. Sad state of affairs, but unfortunately a necessary one. Tell ya, 2 weeks off when you're running makes such a ridiculous difference. Feels like I'm on week 1 of Couch to 5k, absolutely blown out my arse, but it's fine. Got a week to get up there, peak physical condition, and I will. Kinda. I might actually do a mini video during the week so I can read out the this is a mandatory kit for this thing, because it's extensive. I mean, I can look at it and see it and see where your thinking is, but the fact you have to carry it the whole way, and I tell you, not that side of it I'm not looking forward to, because when I did the Northumberland Ultra with Wild Deer a while back, had the benefit, kind of like Kirsty was meeting me different pit stops along the way, so it's like, right, I've worked out I don't need this, worked out I don't need this, and I was able to drop random bits of stuff off with her just to make the journey a little bit lighter. I mean, today this bag, it's full of just random shit, just clothes and anything I could grab from the kitchen, just to give it a bit of weight, just to get used to that extra bit of weight. Oh. I can feel a little bit in the left knee in a minute. Might need buy a new knee support this week. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm just going to walk. It's fine for the first part. Maybe it was all running around and jumping, or maybe it was the hills. But it's not bad. I can just feel it. Because I can feel it, I'm not taking any risks. See if anybody stops for us today. It's not too bad, nice and quiet actually. Right, so I'm not going to go back down the beam, I'm going to run on the flatter bits of road. I do have an additional knee support in the house, it's just not that good, but honest, the thing at the my knee is not that bad, so I might just cancel it out in theory, and then just don't think I've got a knee off that until the great 10k, so got the best part of a month to rest it needs to be. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I might do a video with the mandatory kit list, because I mean, the weirdest parts are, I think, that obviously you got your bag drop at Hexham and things like that, but you have to carry like the light sources and stuff all the way, and as far as I know, this time of year especially, it doesn't really get dark till late on, so I think you should be given the option of doing that. But then say, but if you're not here by nightfall, you don't get to continue, because carrying all that extra shit for the sake of carrying. So I'm basically carrying a torch and a backup light source or batteries or whatever for 50 miles to Hexham, when I know, or at least I hope anyway, that I won't need it until after then. Because if it's dark by the time I get to Hexham, I'll be a bit concerned. But I mean, I still crack on until I pass stuff. I suppose they're all walkers as well, but I think that should be like the risk of the person. If you're going to walk it, take a torch. If not, pick it up in Hexham. Rules is rules, I suppose. Just griping for the sake of griping because my knees annoying us. Oh, actually, I'm going to walk the rest of the way. Well, just need to work out what to do with the knee now. So I started off fine, went up down hills fine, jumping around fine, getting stung by little thorns and shit fine, went up a couple of hills, started hurt. I don't know, it's annoying, whatever it is. Boy, that's where we are. So to drown my sorrows, I'm going to go home, I'm going to have a cup of tea with sugar in, just out of sheer misery, and I might even have a bacon sandwich, because it's Sunday and it's what Jesus would have wanted. He was well known for that sort of thing. I think, what was he said when he was on the cross? He's talking about, I don't know, my hands hurt, I can't remember. But he probably said something about bacon at some point, because why wouldn't he? Because it's get lovely in that. Probably said something like, forgive the pig farmers because bacon's lush. I think that was in the Bible anyway. Who knows? It's tempted to go down there and up again, it's a bit quicker, but again, up and down hills, think I'm going to wait to get into this grass, try to have a gentle jog to that blue car, which is only about 50 yards, see how it feels then. Not a sprint, mind, it'll be a very casual one, but maybe if I can run and walk and it hurts a bit less, maybe that's the plan for the wall, to walk 100 yards, run 100 yards. I'm sure that won't take all day at all. Not too bad. So what I was making a joke before about this being like the first the first week of Couch to 5k. It turns out it's actually turned out to be just like that. If anything, they probably ran more on that than I have today. But didn't get to go through cool tunnels and skip around like a twat. I think I was just a bit too giddy because my knee felt alright. Well, seem a bit peeved, it's an understatement, but got a week to go, got a knee support, and I just buy all kinds of fucking painkillers over the course of the week. So we'll see how that goes. I've got work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, getting on working day because I worked yesterday, then we're off to Carlisle on Friday. So it's plenty of time to rest up, but it's plenty of time just to get some walk and exercise so my legs aren't completely stiff. Fuck knows. Anyway, I'll try to run another 50 or 60 yards or so. It's a very weird pain where it doesn't actually stop yet from running, but I can feel it, and I'm kind of, if I'm honest, if the war wasn't next week, I'd have just went, alright, fuck it, get on with it, just kind of run, just suffer a bit. But because I don't want to make anything worse, I'm just like, oh, how far do I take it, how far do I take it, how far do I push it, and second guess myself. So safest bet is to just avoid it completely. But probably got about a mile's worth of running there altogether. So if I could just, I think the route I did was about 2.5 miles, so but we must be optimistic. As I say, got a week, got a nice sport, got painkillers, got time to rest it, and I've got some kind of support tape in the house, so during the week might try something. Might on Thursday kind of tape the knee up and support the knee. Once I've done that, I could just faff about a bit, go out like a mile with one support, go out a mile with the other support, see which one works better. Or I just chop my leg off, replace it with something like a big wheel, but it would need to be like an all-terrain wheel, that's the thing, because of the wall, because there's that part where you kind of go up and down before you get it still. But just before that, I reckon as long as I got some suspension going, probably be alright. I mean, I didn't see anywhere that said it wasn't suitable for wheelchair users either, so I mean, we all know it isn't. And I shouldn't make jokes about wheelchair users either, I'm just cheesed up with me leg. Anyway, nearly home, so I'll put this shit together, see if it's watchable. If it is, put it on. If not, not. So if you hear from me next week and I'm in Carlisle, I've clearly ignored all pain and just decided to go with it, which is most likely. Otherwise, you'll just hear from me next week twisting and whinging about how I didn't do it. It's like a cliffhanger for you. Can he do it or can't he do it? Spoiler, I'm going to do it, but we'll see how far I get before I start crying and asking for help. So bye bye. What do you want? See ya. Oh, chico.